A man shot 16 times for a wellness check. A wellness check. Put up his picture full mask. It's a damn shame. This was in New Mexico. A man was fatally shot multiple times by police during a wellness check at a gas station. His name is Keshawn Thomas, 27 years of age, black male. He was sleeping, intoxicated in his car at a gas station in Albuquerque. That ended when cops decided to fire 16 shots and kill him. Let's put it up, okay? This was on August 28th. A worker at the gas station, Valero, had dialed 911 for a wellness check. That's it. They were concerned about the individual inside of the car. It had been parked for a few hours. Thomas had his car off. The car was not running. Cops woke him up by asking him to come out of the car. Police quickly escalated the encounter from initial expressions of concern to threatening him, cursing at him, and being aggressive toward him. Eventually, he was asked if he was armed by the police. Thomas handed one of the officers a loaded gun magazine and went to retrieve the gun from the trunk, which was not there, leading the 27-year-old to go back to the cab of his car. Now, what is he doing? What do these actions suggest? That's disarming. He's literally disarming any ammunition. Hey, here you go. Here you go. I don't want any issues here. I'm going to comply. Doing exactly what you say. Now remember, it's your constitutional right to have a weapon unless if you're black, and then all of a sudden it's a problem, okay? But he's disarming. The APD officers allowed Thomas to get his phone from the car. They allowed him to do this, to get his phone. Let's put up those pictures. Thomas walks toward the open driver's side door to get his phone. They're like, yeah, get your phone. When Thomas leans toward the center console, one of the officers standing near the front driver's side yells, "Gun, gun." And he and other two officers unloaded a barrage of gunshots at Mr. Thomas. He was reaching for his cell phone, no gun. But let's contextualize it another way. You told him to hand you any weapons he may have. Even if he did have a weapon, and you said he can retrieve it, and you shoot him while retrieving because you told him to, that sounds like a setup to me. You allowed him to go back in that car. You knew he was grabbing his cell phone, told you. You realized that he wanted to be compliant because he was. He was in compliance with what you told him to do. And you shot and killed him. Now we've heard from other officers right here at Indisputable, we have heard other officers tell us anonymously as whistleblowers, police officers will yell gun just to cover their ass when it comes to a court hearing. That police officers will yell certain things during an encounter in order to justify their own criminal behavior. Police officers have told us this directly. It's part of what they do, it's part of their culture. They understand how to work the system. Let's put up the guy in charge. The chief of police, Harold Medina, said, and I quote, "We can be better at controlling our frustrations and the way we communicate with individuals." That's all he said. He didn't blame the cops. He just said, oh, they could have communicated with them better. A federal investigation found APD, that police department that he is in charge of, has a pattern, a practice of excessive force. After 20 people were killed in 1 year. So far in 2022, the police department has had 8. All right, Trae, thoughts here?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't even really follow what they thought might be happening based on how I understand it. It's like, oh, there's a gun in the trunk, but then there wasn't a gun in the trunk. They know his phone is in the front of the vehicle. They allowed him to go and try and retrieve it, but then when he did, they acted like they thought the phone was a gun or that there was a gun somewhere else in there or something, and they scream it just so they could start shooting at him, and it all just like, it's like just egregiously incompetent, it seems like. And then when you couple that with the fact that, like you just mentioned, that that's been found by federal investigation that they have a pattern of this type of, excessive force. I mean, it's particularly damning, but it's like, this is very consistent with the type of stories we see from all around the country all the time. And I'm sure not much will happen to them probably, and they'll probably just keep doing this. But I don't know how you can justify anything like this, but it continues to happen. So
yeah, there was a time in my life years ago when I would have given the cops the benefit of the doubt and said they must have thought something was wrong. I no longer believe I should give them the benefit of the doubt. They knew what he was retrieving. They allowed him to go back into the vehicle. They saw that he was willing to be compliant with their orders. They allowed all of this activity. He just gave them the magazine. He gave them all the bullets. He gave them the ammunition. It's legal to have a gun. There's nothing illegal about having a gun. So just because somebody has a gun, why do you start shooting at them? They haven't pulled a gun on you. It's legal, it's constitutional to have one.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it literally makes it seem like they actively want to shoot people sometimes, which I know, but or it's just like, are they just that skittish and terrified of, the people that they're charged with policing / serving ostensibly? They're just that worried for their own life all the time that they're that on edge that they, draw their gun that easily, or is it that they, want to get into things like this because it's whatever exciting, or they have bloodthirst. I mean, I don't know. It's all just so crazy because it feels like it should be easily avoidable, these types of insane incidents, but yet they happen all the time. So like, what is going on culturally or organizationally or both,
Every day, regular citizens, regular people, they're able to de-escalate. They're able to talk sensibly to people every single day. But when it comes to police,